You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
Three-time Trump voter blasts president for endorsing reality TV star's son-in-law, based on an article by Matthew Rossett. Trump's coalition is not breaking, it is exposing its terms. Power still sits at the top. The reporting centers on a familiar drama, three-time Trump voters saying they are disappointed, poor, confused, and angry. One Wisconsin voter is upset that Trump endorsed a 26-year-old with no relevant experience for Congress. Others complain that Trump is getting richer while they are not. That is the surface. The real story is simpler. Trump still holds the institutional power. He is the president. He is making endorsements. He is setting the terms of Republican ambition. The people reacting to him are not driving events. They are absorbing the consequences. The story softens deliberate harm. The article leans hard on the language of disappointment, confusion, and frustration. That framing is politically convenient. It turns a deliberate project into a personality problem. Trump is not struggling in some abstract sense. He is using office, celebrity, and money to consolidate influence while ignoring the material conditions of the people who backed him. If voters feel poorer, that is not a mystery to solve with more interviews. It is the result of a political order that extracts loyalty and returns contempt. Nepotism is the point. The Wisconsin example tells you everything you need to know. Trump backs Michael Alfonso, a 26-year-old with no relevant experience, whose claim to public legitimacy runs through family connection and Republican celebrity. He is Sean Duffy's son-in-law. Duffy, in turn, moved from reality TV to Trump's cabinet. This is not meritocracy gone wrong. It is a patronage system dressed up as populism. The new Republican model rewards proximity, branding, and personal loyalty. Qualifications are a nuisance. Public service is secondary to the optics of inheritance and access. Voter regret is not accountability. The article treats the complaints of former Trump voters as if they are a meaningful break on power. They are not. Regret is not accountability. Disappointment is not restraint. A voter saying no love lost after the fact does nothing to undo the machinery that elevated Trump in the first place. That is the larger misdirection here. Media coverage often converts elite damage and popular frustration into a story about emotional drift. But the governing structure remains intact until it is defeated institutionally. Trump's core lesson has always been that he can spend public trust, then blame the audience when the bill arrives. What this really reveals, this is what authoritarian politics looks like in practice. Not just cruelty from the top, but a feedback loop in which harmed supporters are invited to narrate their own betrayal after the damage is done. The same political operation that sells itself as anti-elite depends on nepotism, branding, and a leader's immunity from normal standards. The Democratic Party is still the only institutional vehicle capable of opposing that order at scale. Not because it is morally pure, it is not, but because the alternative in this story is a Republican machine built to excuse corruption, normalize incompetence, and confuse loyalty with governance. The job is not to admire the Democrats. The job is to make them more effective than the people openly using government as a family business with a flag on it. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to AlterNet for today's article. With the automated voice of Clara, thanks for listening.